Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to day 4 of our phoneme segmentation. That's a really fancy word for we're breaking apart sounds and we're writing letters for those sounds. So today you're going to need a lot of materials because today you're actually going to write. So I'm going to tell you what you need, and then if you need to press pause to go get those things, then your teacher can press play when everybody's ready. So today you are going to need your rubber band that's in your bag, and you're going to need something to write with and on. So dry erase board and marker, paper and a pen or pencil or crayon, anything at all that you can write with. So I'm going to give you a second to get your things, press pause, and then join us back when you are ready. Okay? All right, so if you're back, that means you have all of your materials. Please set those aside for right now because we're not going to use them right this second. We're going to warm up with a song we have done a lot, but today we're going to focus on the vowel sound that we hear. Do you remember the last couple of days, Mrs. Ryapel has told you that the hardest or one of the hardest things for young writers to do is to catch that middle sound, to really hear that middle vowel sound. So that's what this song is going to help us do today, okay? So what's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word fun? So I really want you to stretch out that word fun and listen for that middle sound. On. What's the middle sound that you hear? Ah. What letter says friends? Shout it out. You. Yes, you says Very good. All right, here's our next one. Ready? What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word hot? So stretch it out. Ha. Do it again. Hot. What letter says What vowel? Shout it out loud and proud. O says Yes, O is that middle sound. Good. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word rip? So rip, rip, middle sound. What says it? I says it. Good. Did you say I? Very good. Here's our next one. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word 10? Stretch out 10. Ten. What vowel says Shout it out loud and proud. E says Yes, E says Very good. Last one. What's the middle sound that you hear, that you hear, that you hear? What's the middle sound that you hear in the word sat? Stretch it out. Sat. What vowel says A says Good. All right. I am going to, well, before I shrink my screen, I want to talk about one of the tools you're going to be using today when we do our stretching in our work. We're going to be using our rubber band, and sometimes we have things that could be toys, and sometimes they're tools. And for today, this rubber band is not a toy, it is a tool. So we're going to be using it to stretch a word and really stretch it out so we hear that word. Because it's a tool to help us learn, we have to make sure that we're safe with that tool. So that means we hold on to it tightly with our hands. I suggest you put it over your thumbs like this, and then you take your first finger and kind of pinch next to it. That way we keep it nice and safe so it doesn't accidentally fling off our hand and hurt somebody, because this is a tool to help us learn today, okay? So now I'm going to shrink my screen. And what we're going to do is I have some pictures, and we are going to use our rubber band to stretch out the sounds that we hear, and then you're actually going to write those sounds on your dry erase board and marker. Okay, so the first picture we have is pig. So get your rubber band, put it over your thumbs, grab it with your first finger. Boys and girls, if that's hard for you to do, just make sure that you have a really good grasp on it. Ready? We're going to stretch out the word pig really slow like a turtle. Here we go. Egg. Stretch it out. Ready? Do it again. Egg. Do it one more time. Egg. Are you ready to start writing? So when we stretched out that sound, what was the first sound we heard in pig? What letter says P? Write it on your board. Don't shout it out. Write it. And then when you're ready, look up at my screen and see if you're right. If not, go ahead and change it. Let's do it again. P, what vowel says I? I. Good. Did you write it? Look up here. Did you say I? Very good. Last sound. Ready? Ig. G, g, g. What's that final sound that you hear? Ig. Write it. Check the board. Did you say G? Good. Pig. Ig. Pig. Very good, friends. All right. Erase your board, or actually, you probably don't have to erase it if you didn't write too big. Just find another spot on your board to write this next word. So our next slide is a rat. So pick up your rubber band. Let's stretch through those sounds for rat. Ready? At. Good. Try it again. At. One more time. At. All right. So what is the first sound that you hear in rat? Go ahead and write it. When you're ready, look up at the board. Did you write an R? Thumbs up. All right, here we go. Ah, 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 ah. Write it on your board. Check up here. Okay, and the last one, rat, rat. What's the last sound that you hear? T. Good. Rat, rat. All right, kiddos. We're going to do just one more today. And this is a hen. Hen. Actually, we might do a couple more. This is a hen. Hen. So pick up your rubber band. And do it one more time. And last time. And all right. Ready? What was that first sound we heard in hen? When you're ready, look up at the board. Did you say H? Good. What letter says Give everyone a chance for their brains to think. Oops. All right, check the board. E says E says E says Good. And what letter do you hear at the end? Check up at the board. And good. All right, kiddos, these next two, we're going to stretch the sounds together, and then I want you to see how you do all by yourself. I'm going to give you a chance to write this word without my help, okay? Let's stretch it though first. This is a mop, so get your rubber band. Ready? Do it again. One more time. All right. I want you now to try to write the word mop and stretch out those sounds, listening to 3 sounds. I'm going to give you a second to do that. If you finish before your other friends, please wait patiently because everybody's brains just take a little bit of different time to work. Go ahead and try to write the word mop. Now, if you need more time, give a thumbs up and your teacher can press pause. I'm going to type it now, okay? But if you need more time, let your teacher know and she can press pause. Here we go. O says O says and P. Thumbs up if you got that. Good. All right, last picture for the day. It is a sun. Sun, Mr. Sun. Okay. Get your rubber band ready. Sun. Do it again. Sun. One more time. Sun. Okay, on your own, I want you to try to write it. If you need more time, raise your hand. Your teacher will press pause. All right. If you're watching this, that means you're ready. Are you ready? Let's check your writing and see how you did. Oh, look at that. What's going on there? Ready? You says you says you says Yeah, thumbs up if you got that. Great job, kiddos. All right, that is it for today. Whew, your brains are probably on fire and the smoke's coming out now. That's some hard work. Remember, put this rubber band back in your bag safely because you are going to need it tomorrow. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow, just with different pictures, okay? Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.